My name is Shaka Cooney. We are happy that you are here with us today. Of course, all of us are real elated over the developments to now. Sometime back, 1982, we were fortunate to have a visitation from a group from Hawaii. They livened up our meetings. They taught us, a lot of us, how to smile, I think. And I think it is very appropriate at this time that they should be coming at our invitation. The group consists of the Kapuna, which is the Council of Hawaiian Elders, and also teachers from all of the 5 islands. We will enact, for however briefly, how things were done in the old days. As the visitors came in sight in their boat, someone from the village asked them who they were. And in this instance, Thomas Young from Sitka and Chilkat will be the one to question them. They will come in the traditional way, singing their song, and they will stop short of coming all the way on the stage until they identify themselves. They will have a speaker who will talk to us in the Hawaiian language and in the Hawaiian way. We're ready to begin.
Haida qua you should tend your way you eat yata the tawasigo has the kuchkat you kene you should tend you has ania kushkit jawai you yada ye artitan keke hu jawa you yada ajawa idat ha the neslawa ka khayat ye shatan khan yawa.
Your fathers have invited you to these shores, and now you will enter.
And Unoya, ano nei, eli anei ho ino taiti mai, aiti puno to, aiti pu mai me te aloha, aloha e, aloha e, aloha e. We'd like to sing our greeting song to you, our morning greeting song. Hello. Hawaiian anthem.
No ko hoa ko ko na mai mako. Mai ko mako o hana. O ke aina. I noia ko nei mako ia oe. I lana mai ko bani. I loa e nā mea. E pono ai. Maumo. Ma waina o mako. O mako o hana. O ke aina. Father in heaven, we beseech thee for thy blessings upon the people, the clans, the tribes, and the nation of this, the Alaskan nation. We identify ourselves with them as our cousins, and we pray, dear Heavenly Father, that thou would continue to prevail thy blessings upon them, that whatever their desire in righteousness shall be fulfilled. Kamako prolekenia, makaino Yesu Christo. Amen.
Amen. You may sit.
Aloha again from Hawaii. Aloha. You have just heard from our senior elder and a spokesman for the Council of Hawaiian Elders, Kahono Kupuna. May I introduce to you Mr. Albert Navahi Like, who is 88 years young and never hesitated a moment to make the trip. We call him very affectionately Papa Like, and we're very proud of him. At the age of 88, he is still a very active researcher, genealogist, translator, advisor. He's a former teacher, and he's still very active in the Mormon Church and is a constant advisor and consultant to so many people in the state of Hawaii. So we're very pleased that he was able to make the trip to Juneau here and to be our senior elder. Our group of 27 consists entirely of Native Hawaiians, the majority of whom are teachers, are educators. We consist of two groups, the Council of Hawaiian Elders, most of whom were not able to make the trip. So the larger group here you see before you are teachers, Hawaiian educators in the public schools, teaching to help maintain and perpetuate the Hawaiian heritage. My name is Kalani Mainake. Just a word about me. I was fortunate enough to have been invited to Celebration 82. At that time, I was the sole invitee, the sole representative of Hawaii. In 84, 5 of us were here. We missed 86, but we're here in strength for Celebration 88. Mahalo. Dinashti. Hau'a. I wish to acknowledge and thank your leaders. There are so many of them who have been so hospitable, so welcoming, so warm, with so much love to us throughout the years. Mr. Judson Brown, David Katzig, Paul Marks, Mr. and Mrs. Ronald John, my adopted Killer Whale clan family, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas Jackson from Cake, also my adopted family. There they are, Thomas and Mona Jackson. May I thank to the maker of the beautiful Killer Whale blanket that was made for me by Mrs. Lillian Jackson from Seattle. May I acknowledge her at this time. And so many names, and we're so very thankful and grateful to be here and to share a bit of our Hawaiian heritage with you. We have quite a lively program lined up for you. Papa Like, maybe a few more words from our esteemed elder, Papa Like.
E na makamaka na ohana o ke paina. Aloha, ano ai wale. Aloha, aloha, aloha. E haoli nei mākou, i ko o kona mai a mākou, e hele mai, e o lāna pū me o kou, i ke i lānui o ke makahiki 1988. Uno no, i ko mākou, hola ana mai ke aina, nā kalani mai na ke nāna i hola lai ke papana, no leila, o hiki mai mākou i ke aina, e ho haukuli, e hola ana pū me o kou. I just want to say that we appreciate very much the invitation of our native Hawaiians to come to meet with you. You are our cousins in the Northwest. According to our legend, we had a great fisherman by the name of Hawaii Loa. He traveled throughout the Pacific, finding for a place to fish. And he discovered that Hawaii was one of the best places for his family. And so he returned. And this time he returned to his homeland, which is Kahiki Honuakele. Kahiki Honuakele is a continent, which we assume could be the Americas. After he settled down, he brought fishermen, he brought builders, he brought farmers. Hawaii began to develop as a Polynesian center. Our hokule just recently made a trip all the way from Hawaii down to New Zealand, back through the other islands of the Pacific, and arrived home safely, which more or less kind of identifying ourselves that the people of Polynesia came from the islands of Hawaii. The reason why I call you our cousin is because, genealogically speaking, we have no genealogy of your people related to us. But through the Pacific, the Polynesian, we're all cousins one to another. But with this little story, this legend that has been told about Hawaii Loa, being this continent of America, being his homeland, there could be every possibility that you people from the Northwest came to America, your great kupunas, your great ancestors came through the North spot, came to the Americas, and we became related together. So we are here as a cultural groups to meet with you, to learn your traditions, to learn your culture, to try to encourage you to do the best that you can for the blessings of your people. We in Hawaii have the same problem as you do have, land problem, but we hope someday that our good Lord will resolve this problem and bring some of our lands back to us as you have been successful. I leave God's blessings with you and hope that we will again meet, if not here, in the hereafter. The Kapunas are the people who knows the traditions, the cultures, and you are the people that should teach your grandchildren, because your grandchildren are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. And if you do not know your tradition, they do not know your culture, they do not know your language, you are going to be a lost tribe. So we encourage all you Kapunas, your grand people, folks, to teach your grandchildren the culture, the language, and the traditions of your people. And that's what they're looking forward for. We have here on the stage here many of our teachers who have been asked to teach in the public school the Hawaiian language. We were denied the language many years ago, And then now they are asking that our teachers, our Hawaiian kupunas, return back and teach the language to our young people. So I leave this thought with you, that please, you kupunas, your grand folks, please teach your grandchildren, because if you don't, you will lose your language and you will lose the practice and the tradition. Thank you.
Thank you, Papalike. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you the leader of the ladies you see behind me. She is the coordinator, the education coordinator and facilitator for this group of elders who teach on the island of Oahu in the Windward District. Her name is Mrs. Elsie Kawau Durant. Kawau?
Aloha. E nā ho aloha, e nā kane, e nā wahine. Aloha and mahalo anui loa for letting us join you. It is such a great privilege to be with you and sharing in this cultural celebration. I do work with the native-speaking kupuna in Hawaii, for like you, there is a grave risk to the loss of our culture, and we tell them there, and you should also think here, no one else can teach Hawaiian what those in Hawaii. We cannot go anywhere else to learn it, because many times we get criticized as to why aren't we teaching French or other foreign languages, and they have places where they can go to learn that. And so nowhere else can your people go to learn Tlingit and or Haida. So it's here that you need to work and perpetuate it. I do work with the native-speaking kupuna, and we cherish them. Our group is called Na Hulu Kupuna. In our culture, the yellow feathers were the most precious, and so we call them or name them after the hulu, yellow feathers. Na Puna Mauli no, the springs, the fountainhead of knowledge that's so precious that we must malamapono take care. And this morning, I won't prolong the speech, but this morning they do want to share some of the Hawaiian meles and songs that we do back in the islands. They're a special group to me. Mahalo, and I'm going to try this, I hope I don't, but mahalo and thank you very much. Hau'a gunachtis ho ho.
Well, thank you, Kawau. That was after just half a lesson in Haida and half a lesson in Tlingit. The next lady I'd like to introduce to you needs very little introduction. For those of you who were here at Celebration 84, she was quite a hit. She's quite a lady. We call her our ambassadress of goodwill from Hawaii. Her official name is Lilia Wahine Maikai Moku Keli Inoho Moku Hale. We all just call her Mama Hale for short. The one and only Mama Hale.
Aloha. Well, I've had a long yesterday, about 75 years of it. And I'm on the threshold of a very short future. So here we are. And for 75 years, I can reach back in my goodie bag and present to you my lovely ladies. And they're going to do for you a song like Papa said about traveling. This is about a man. They call him Cooper. And they have a landing in the big island at Ho'okena. It's Kupalandi. And so he must have been so happy because this is a yodeling song. We do have a bit of the West. Hendo I kalai hono mua ona amandu ike I kali aya e pulalende o
We have a late joiner to our group here. She's a lady with a broken ankle. But she came up on stage. Last week, Tuesday, she broke her ankle and is now in a cast. So she was going to be confined to sitting there with her leg raised. But the music was so good, she came up to join us. Hi, Gala. She's a member of the Council of Hawaiian Elders from the island of Kauai, and if we had a piano, she's a mean piano player. She's quite a hula dancer, too. Margaret, a few words.
Aloha, aloha. Aloha from Hawaii. It's so wonderful to be here. I'm so happy, and it's a privilege to come and learn and see what you're doing. I'm so happy to be here because it gives me the push. You really pushed me this morning to go home, do that what you're doing here. Big hand. Thank you.
You can never keep a Hawaiian down. That's us. Yeah. Right now, we want to introduce to you we have 8 lovely islands. And we want to sing about each island. And a representative will come forward and let you know that they represent the island of Hawaii. Then we have the island of Maui, and come Oahu. And then we have Molokai, Kauai, that's where she comes from. Molokai, that's where my roots are. Then the rest are little islands like Lanai, Kaho'olawe, and Ni'ihau. So we will now display for you our islands, the Hawaiian nation. Hello. Leo Sweet and charming flower. Soft and lovely to behold. Oh, beautiful Ilima. Oh, beautiful. Choice of my heart. Oh, sweet and charming flower. Oh, sweet and charming flower. Soft and lovely to behold. Hey, aloha no mai molokai nui aina hai ka vehi vehi e ho'i no e pihi ai e kamakani e pā mai me ke ahe au hea ku wakalau e kamakani e pā mai me ke ahe au hea ku wakalau e ana lana e present to you our island, Hawaiian nation, composed of 8 islands. And now, the whole, we're going to do for you, we're going to take you to the big island. We're going to take you, and it has, we have, let's see, Hilo, Puna, Ka'u, there's Kona, there's Waimea, there's Kohala. So we're going to let you see all of that. And then they're going to climax it with Kona. If you want fishing, that's the place to go. And that will be our song. Our lovely ladies, Hilo Hanakahi. Waimea ua ki pupu. Waimea I ka ua ki pupu. That's a punching weight. Waimea ua, Waimea I ka Kohala makani apa apaan. Kohala ikamakani apa Sakari. We have finished our journey. We're going to go back to Juneau.
Thank you. We'll give our ladies a brief rest. The hula, you know, is the, what shall we say, one of the two languages of Hawaii. There's the spoken language and there's the body language, or gesture language, and that's the hula. And for our evening performance at 7:30, we're going to have some demonstrations and explanations about the hula, including the implements that are also used. Right now, I would like to make a couple of announcements, and that is that we brought with us craftspersons and demonstrators, and out in the hallway at the very entrance there, we have on display Hawaiian quilts with Auntie Bessie Like. So if you are interested in quilts or happen to pass by that way, have a look, talk with her about Hawaiian quilts, how they're made, and what the possibilities are. She'll even help you to learn how to make a quilt. We also have with us Mrs. Annie Mokiao. Annie, come forward. She is our expert weaver of Hawaiian lauhala, or pandana sleeves, and she will be demonstrating. Is it tomorrow? But you'll find her out there too with her lauhala products. Mrs. Annie Mokiao. Stop by and say hello. Also, Kupuna Hale here is an expert lei maker and an authority on flowers. So she'll be out there demonstrating flower lei making, and they've made a whole lot of corsages to pass out. And what else, Auntie? Tea leaf leis, and we brought anthuriums and all 70 articles of luggage full of Hawaiian things.
1,000 orchids.
1,000 orchids. We also brought fresh pineapple. We'll be sharing fresh pineapple with you too, I think, at dinner tonight, and macadamia nuts and all kinds of things, and lots of aloha. Oh yes, and another lady down here, Mrs. Kaliko Aki, who will also be demonstrating lei making. We have lots of lei makers in our group. Fresh flowers on Friday and Saturday, they'll be there to demonstrate, and we'll also share with you, teach you how to make your own lei. Would also like to acknowledge at this point a special request, a dedication. Would like to dedicate our next song and dance to two birthday celebrants, Mrs. Jessie Gray and Mrs. Amy Marvin of Huna. If we could ask them to stand to be acknowledged. Just turned, they're in their 80s last week. Mrs. Jessie Gray and Mrs. Amy Marvin from Huna. We dedicate the next hula to you, Ka'ulu Vehi Oke Kai, about the Hawaiians' love for seaweed. You know, we go to the seaweed to pick it, to eat it, and Mrs. Rita Gora is our featured dancer here for Ka'ulu Vehi Oke Kai, dedicated to you, your birthday.
And they will sing the birthday song. Kei ke aku, ke kai mo ana uila, lui ke aloha e hiki poi nei, ha me ke aloha kalipoa. E ho'ohe no, kei ke aku, ke kai mo ana uila, lui ke aloha e hiki poi nei, ha me ke aloha kalipoa. He poa pai ke one, he poa pai ke one, he one hinu, hinu la. Kalimu kohu, ke kau iluna o kalona, o ia moku lala e ho, a oni aki o I ane. O kohu kohu, o kohu kohu, kalimu kohu, ke kau iluna o kalona, o ia moku lala e ho, a oni aki o I ane. Kali poa me kali muko, o pina o kapahe e Okay, listen that love. Sing happy birthday to you. Go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. You know her name. Call her name. Happy birthday, dear Mrs. Happy birthday to you.
Now, this is lesson 1. Down, little bit. Then 2 down, little bit. Shake to the right, shake to the left, and shake, shake, shake. Sway to the right, sway to the right, to the right.
Gentlemen, expert our kukuna down. Oh, you are And I thank you for being so gracious. Now, you know, it's about time for us to exit. And so what we like to have is a community singing like Blue Hawaii. I'm looking for Don Ho, but he's not here. Is he Don Ho here? My Don Ho from 2 years ago? There, he's here. Come on, Don Ho. That's the one. Come on. Don Ho, you got to lead out. Everybody give a big hand. And okay, another announcement. After this, is Irma Lawrence here? Is Emma Lawrence here? Not here? Okay. After the Blue Hawaii, we're going to do How Great Thou Art in Hawaiian. And then we'll all join with the blessing of God. God is great. May I have Don Ho, please? Is you not coming? Oh, he's selling ticket. Okay. Now everybody can sing. Are you going to get him? We want to be on time and not over time. Because the next time you probably will want to listen to us, then the people going on and on and on.
to this, okay? Couldn't we do the tiny bubbles first?
Okay, he wants tiny bubbles. Let's pop it now. Tiny bubbles. Tiny bubbles.
Yekzigayam at Kaudlizi. Yekzigayam at Kaudlizi. Ach, true case a great, ach, true keganik, ajoet clavier, se pau, at Kaudlizi, at Kaudlizi, ach, true case a great, ach, true keganik, ajoet clavier, tiny bubble in the air makes me happy, makes me feel high.
We will sing How Great Thou Art. Would you like to stand for this moment? Oh Lord. This is the conclusion of the Hawaiian Nation program. Thank you so much that you have stayed by this. And we hope you have enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Aloha, ahui ho. That means I love you until I see you again.